I had had a clean mammogram in December of 2010, and 3 months later found a sizable lump in my cleavage.
At age 16, I was graduating high school. At age 17, I was going into my junior year of college. At 18, I was thinking, wow, I think I may continue on for my master's. At 19, I graduated, when at 20, I was diagnosed with cancer.
When I went for the biopsy, thinking it was not going to be anything, they'd seen I found this lump and they said we need to biopsy that after an ultrasound. And I was laying on the table chatting away with the doctor, and before I even left the biopsy room, she said, listen to me, this is very serious.
When finally at age 25, I went in and was told, not only is it on your uterus, it's now attacked your ovaries. And I had no choice at age 25. I had no choice but to have a hysterectomy. Never really in that process did I think about chemotherapy or radiation. All I thought about was, what is my life going to be like being childless?
All of a sudden, it struck me, oh my God, this could be cancer. And that was pretty terrifying. And when she called 3 days later, I really almost knew that's what it was going to be.
It wasn't about cancer at that point. It was about my life and how I was going to adjust.
A mastectomy and 18 rounds of chemo later, and I am proud and strong and really happy to still be here. I kept looking through the whole treatment process and through the journey, kept looking for a reason. I didn't ask, why me? Instead, I asked, okay, what do I do with this? Why is this on my plate, and what can I do with this to make the world a better place? And I tried several different ways, and then I met her.
Coming together to create a public forum, as we have done, is really needed at this point, to talk about not just your cancer journey, but what you do after cancer. And Judy coming into my life and us having obviously very different stories has really made us realize how familiar the stories are for everyone. Everyone that gathers, and particularly with women. That's when it's important for the patient to become empowered, to know that these things are going to creep up on them coming down the road. And that's why we created the Women Survivors Alliance, to make a difference, to give survivorship issues a voice.
To be a resource.
To be a resource, and to give us a platform to say, look, we know you're trying to save our lives, and we are so appreciative for those lives that are saved, but know that there's going to be issues that we might need to know about. And for those folks who don't get that information up front, that's what we created the Women Survivors Alliance to do, is to be able for them to have a place to go.
At our inaugural convention last year in 2013, we asked attendees on the evaluations to give us their aha moment. And the quote that we loved the most was from a woman who said, I learned more in 2.5 days than in 7 years of survivorship. That was true for her, and it was just as true for us. You know, we created this thing, but at the same time, we learned and gained strength from the women that we met. What we try to inspire women to realize is that the after doesn't have to be a horrible end-of-life stage. It can be just as bright and beautiful and giving, and sometimes more valuable than what you had before, because all of a sudden you realize you could have a new purpose. And that's sort of what we did in going out to help sister survivors.
And in doing so, we really thought long and hard about that. And over the past year, we've really processed that. And one of our goals in life is to encourage women to create their second act. As Judy said, you can't go back. You cannot go back. But the one thing you can do is go forward. And after cancer, the grass is greener, the trees are taller, the sky is bluer. And now is the time to focus on not what was, but what is and what is yet to come. And we created a project called My Second Act. And we encourage women every day to take their cancer journey and make something of it. And if there's anyone out there who needs a little bit of push and a little bit of love, know that you are special, that your journey is special, and you can make a difference. Be a voice, create a second act, and take your survivorship and wear it with pride.